The second one is your Pythagorean problem. It does have a picture there for you, but you should be able to draw this without the use of the picture, just in case you have to somewhere. So if I look at this, Kellie's pulling up an 8-foot board up the side of a building. She's pulling at a rate so that the end of the board slides along the ground at a rate of 0.65 feet per second. How fast is the end of the plank moving up the wall when the bottom of the board is 2.8 feet from the wall? Well, if I look at all I've got picture-wise, wall and floor. And then there's a board. How big? 8 feet. Kellie's pulling that board up, right? She's pulling it up. What rate would we like to give that, letter-wise?
W.
Why W? That is normally our
Y.
Our Y. That's a dy dt. Do we know that?
No.
No, that's actually what we're trying to
Fine.
find. If that end goes that way, which way does this end go?
Negative.
Actually goes that way, right? And that's dx dt. Do we know that?
Yes.
Negative 0.65. And it says we want to find how fast the end of the plank is moving up the wall. So that's the dy dt, is the question mark, when the bottom of the board is 2.8 feet from the wall. So we're probably going to call this x, right? Call that y if we want it. When x equals 2.8. That's kind of the setup, the picture of what's going on. Got to put your variables in there a little bit. X is horizontal, y is vertical. Got a right triangle. I now need a relationship between x and y. Why am I choosing x and y? Because those are my rates that I've got to worry about. So the relationship I want, it's a right triangle. Give it a shot, right? X squared plus equals 8 squared. How many letters? 2. So we got enough? Let's just differentiate. 2x dx dt plus 2y dy dt equals 0. Well, let's fill in the blanks and see what we can do. 2 is 2. X is dx dt. Y.
Go back to your...
Okay. For a specific shot, what I'm going to have to do is go back and use this, where I have 2.8 squared plus y squared equals 8 squared. And that'll tell me what the y value is when x is 2.8. You make it a number.
7.49.
Okay.
So 7.5.
7.5, let's use that. Okay. So I can put in 7.5 for y. I got dy dt equals 0. Now I just got to do the math. Move the numbers over and divide. Twos actually go away, and you can mess with some decimals, but I don't know. What did you get? .24 from Eric.
Or actually, it might be higher because I rounded it.
Huh? .24 from Brianna? We have 2 confirms. And units on this?
Feet per second.
Feet per second, because it's a distance.